ल त गाइज फिफा वर्ल्ड कप 2026 सुरु भइसकेको छ। सेमी फाइनल अर्जेन्टिना भर्सेस इङ्ल्यान्डको रियाक्सन आइरहेको छ होइन। खासमा चाहिँ मलाई साथी नभएर म साथी चाहिँ युट्युबमा लाइभमा चाहिँ साथी बनाउन खोजिरहेको छु होइन। अब साउन्डको भरमा अब सिधै भिडियो देखाउँ भने चाहिँ अब युट्युबले कपिराइट स्ट्राइक दिइहाल्छ होइन। तर चाहिँ होइन रियाक्सन चाहिँ अब कस्तो हुन्छ के हुन्छ होइन, गेमभित्र चाहिँ के हुन्छ भनेर चाहिँ यसो मिलाएर ड्याप पार्ने यस्तो हुन्छ। ड्याप मोबाइल ड्याप भयो। 12 बजी राति उठेर म हेरिरहेको छु म होइन। जिम पनि जानुपर्छ।
In the whole season, and he played just over 3 hours on the right-hand side for Aston Villa.
Yeah, if he doesn't play in that 10 position, which obviously Jude Bellingham operates in, then usually for his club he's off the left side, cutting in on his right foot. So today, he'll want to mix his game up, but we'll see Morgan Rodgers do more of what he just did.
Argentina versus England. म चाहिँ कट्टर फ्यान भनेको अर्जेन्टिनाको जर्सी चाहिँ लगाएको छैन, जर्सी छैन यार, के गर्ने एआईको जर्सी बनाएर हाल्नु भएको छ होइन। कट्टर फ्यान भनेको अर्जेन्टिना हो क्या म चाहिँ। कर्नल पायो अर्जेन्टिनाले। के हो यार यस्तो होइन रहेछ। आज अर्जेन्टिनाले जर्सी चेन्ज गरे हो कि जस्तो लागेछ यार। हो रहेछ यार, अर्जेन्टिना जर्सी दुईटा हो। हो अर्जेन्टिनाको जर्सी दुईटा छ कि कसो हो, कसो हो गाइस? म त कुरै बोल्न सकिनँ यार। लाइक गरौँ ल सबजनाले, लाइक गरौँ ल। सिधै अब के अरे हाल्नु हुन्थ्यो युट्युबमै देखाएर के गर्नु, अब युट्युबले दिँदैन, कपिराइट स्ट्राइक दिन्छ, डर छ नि हामीलाई पनि। पहिलाको आइडी पनि कपिराइट स्ट्राइक दिएर 3टा कपिराइट स्ट्राइक आएर कपलक्कै खाइदियो युट्युबले। अर्जेन्टिनाको 2टा जर्सी छ कि कसो हो? म त खेलाडी नि चिन्दिनँ यार, के हो? अर्जेन्टिना कट्टर फ्यान भनेको त यार। कमेन्ट गरौँ न सबैजनाले, कमेन्ट गरौँ न है। लाइभ साइड हाल्नु न, लाइभ साइड ओपन छैन कि जस्तो लागेको छ मलाई। लाइक गरौँ ल सबजना, लाइक गरौँ ल। आज चाहिँ मस्तले बसेर हेरिदिने हो क्या। अर्जेन्टिना कट्टर फ्यान भएर क्या हो। 9 बजे चाहिँ 9 बजे 12 बजी राति उठेर मस्तले 1 बजी राति आराम लगाएर हेरेको छु यार। 8 मिनट भइसकेको छ तर पनि कसैले गोल हाल्न सकेको छैन अहिलेसम्म। 8 मिनट भइसक्यो होइन, कसैले गोल हाल्न सकेको छैन। के पायो? इङ्ल्यान्डले फ्री किक पायो यार। गाइस इङ्ल्यान्डले फ्री किक पायो ल। के हो? फल हो रहेछ यार, अर्जेन्टिनाको 2टा जर्सी छ। गाइस लाइक गरौँ ल सबजनाले, लाइभलाई सेयर गरौँ ल। हेर्न नपाएकोहरूले यसो अब रियाक्सनै हेरेर बस्नु न, साउन्ड आउँछ आउँछ होला होइन। साउन्ड त मेरो सुतेर उठेको, भर्खर उठेको यार, आराम लगाएर उठेको यार। तपाईँलाई गोल हान्यो भने चाहिँ म गोल हानेको देखाउन सक्छु ल। अहिले चाहिँ अब सिधै देखाउनु मिल्दैन नि त, अब फिफाले कपिराइट स्ट्राइक हानिदिइहाल्छ। कमेन्ट गरौँ न ल, कमेन्ट गरौँ न है। सबैजना कमेन्ट गरौँ ल, लाइक गरौँ, कमेन्ट गरौँ, सब्सक्राइब गरौँ। सबैजना सब्सक्राइब पनि गरौँ ल। म चाहिँ खासमा एक्लै छु कि आज होइन, एक्लै छु, त्यो भएर अनि एक्लै हेर्नु भएको होला त्यो युट्युबमा साथी लिएको क्या तपाईँहरूले साथी लिएको कतिजना आउनुहुन्छ सबजना मेरो साथी लिएको क्या आज चाहिँ मैले कमेन्टको आधारमा सबजना कमेन्ट पढ्दै यता हेर्दै
He's
गर्छु
a member of it now.
मानि इन्टरटेनमेन्ट होस् होइन गेम हेरिसकेपछि
He played for Doncaster Reserves in freshman game.
के हो के हो के हो
Looked like a trip on Elliot
Well,
Anderson.
that was going on off the ball as well.
फल
Not just there, Elliot Anderson was involved. This is going to take some officiating this game.
And the benches below us, Martin. Yep, Thomas Tuchel was up. Immediately Scaloni was up as well. So all the officials, fourth officials, the referee out there, assistant referees on either flank. Everybody's got to have their eyes all over the place.
गाइज भ्युवर्स घट्यो लाइक गरौँ न ल सबजनाले
Leo Messi just looks on, leaves the rough stuff to the others.
He leaves it all to it. Yes, yeah. Again, the referee giving it every chance before a card will be brandished, but it's kind of inevitable with this one that once he brandishes one, you could see quite a lot.
And you think of Ratin in
गाइज म भोलुम चाहिँ बढाएर आउँछु ल त्यो पर राति हो
Beckham, sent off in 98. Both occasions, the team that had the dismissal lost. Is the lesson, isn't it? Look at the room. So Enzo Fernandez. Messi was best. Argentina still
ल सोजना हुनुहुन्छ होइन मेरो रियाक्सन हेर्ने हो क्या आज मेरो रियाक्सन अब भिडियो भनेको यस्तै हो रियाक्सन हेर्ने हो सबजनाले
not exactly the same part of the pitch, but they're very much opponents here today. Romero. And Julian Alvarez has got that wonderful, wasn't it the final goal of the quarterfinals, it's the penultimate one. Simeone hasn't able on that. Didn't need to wait for the pass. Semi-automated offside call, and there's another area of confrontation.
सबजनालाई आज मेरो रियाक्सन हेर्ने हो ल सरी ल तपाईँ स्ट्राइक दिन्छ युट्युबमा भिडियो हाल्न दिँदैन कि हाइलाइट्स हाल्न दिइरहेको छैन त्यो समस्या भइरहेको छ क्या
The referee
ला समस्या भएको छ भने
got a booking for Simeone by leaving it
तर केही छैन
and becoming possibly the aggressor.
अहिले बल चाहिँ इङ्ल्यान्डको खुट्टामा छ बल चाहिँ इङ्ल्यान्डले चलाइरहेको छ होइन इङ्ल्यान्डले पनि खेल्दो रहेछ यार अर्जेन्टिनालाई हार्छ कि के हारेको यार के छ तपाईँहरू कसको फ्यान हो यसो कमेन्ट गर्नुहोस् न हे सबजनाले ल ल ल ल ओ छेक 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 कहाँ
Still going.
ल ल ओ सेबास
Yes, once
Sabas.
he hit it. Romero got dragged out the middle of the
Sabas.
Argentinian defence there. There's nowhere.
And it's not because the castle by Argentina haven't
Yeah.
used their attacking muscles yet.
ओ
Caught out by Alvarez.
टाढा भयो कहाँ फाल्दियो यार कहाँ फाल्दे
See him coming.
कहाँ फाल्दे भनेको कहाँ फाल्दे यार
Here's Paredes.
अब त सम्भवै छैन नि यार त्यहाँ बसेर छल्लाएर त भयो
Midfield players know how to set off the patterns of play that Argentina have used successfully.
अर्जेन्टिना खुट्टामा छ है अहिले बल चाहिँ अर्जेन्टिना खुट्टामा छ उसको फ्यान हो यसो कमेन्ट गर्नुहोस् ल गाइस सबजनाले
They've got in front in matches. They've sat off the game a little. But
कहाँ छोड्दै कुनामा बसेर यार पायो क्या थ्रो पायो गाइस अर्जेन्टिना थ्रो पायो ल छेउमै
mistake about that. They've got people that are very capable.
Here's Paredes.
मेसी कहाँ छ यार आज मेसी कहाँ छ यार
For all their early pressing in, with getting everyone behind the ball when necessary. It was necessary, now they can break. Bellingham. It's a fine and fair challenge.
It's a good challenge that one from Paredes.
सेमिफाइनल लास्ट च्यालेन्जिङ छ है गेम यार
Space he is.
McAllister.
के हो यस्तो कमिला छैन मान्छे यार ओ के हो रे के रे के रे
10 yards away from that.
सर
Argentina
झुक्यो
thought they
झुक्यो
should have had a free kick.
इङ्ल्यान्ड झुक्यो यार इङ्ल्यान्ड झुक्यो इङ्ल्यान्ड झुक्यो
England go on
इङ्ल्यान्ड
now.
झुक्यो
Started well.
निन्द्रा
Yeah, that was a crunching challenge, that one from Paredes, and he was quick to let Jude Bellingham know, and that's the right reaction. You don't want to get caught up in anything, he just wants to focus on what he's been doing magnificently throughout the competition so far, Jude Bellingham. He's been the best midfield player, if not the best player in the competition.
इङ्ल्यान्डको खुट्टामा छ अहिले बल इङ्ल्यान्डको खुट्टामा छ है
James. Sure, both sides relishing the surface that they're playing on. There is a game of football to be played. It's just a score or two to be settled. Good conditions under the roof, of course. This remarkable stadium. James gets it back still. Spence.
सबजना उठुम छ तपाईँहरू कसको फ्यान हो यसो कमेन्ट गर्नुहोस् ल तपाईँहरू कसको फ्यान हो है आज सपोर्ट भोटिङ छ भोटिङ गरे गर्नु पऱ्यो क्या यसो होइन कसको फ्यान हो होइन चट्टले कमेन्ट गरौँ त लाइभ चाहिँ हाल्नु त
Definitely my generation. I actually saw those stones at the 1982 World Cup. It's dating them and me a bit, isn't it? The old Atletico Madrid stadium.
तर फर्स्ट हाफसँग ड्र हुन्छ होला है जस्तो लाग्छ मलाई चाहिँ
Talking in front.
फर्स्ट हाफमा ड्र फिक्स हुन्छ क्या यस्तो टाइट खेलेको छ यार ल थ्रो पायो है थ्रो पायो है थ्रो पायो है
They've won them all. England, of course, have only won them one. It's next to the final in 66 against Portugal.
Tagliafico there, yeah. Plunging into that challenge, does make a bit of contact with the ball as well as taking Morgan Rogers with him.
There is a real sense of brotherhood for both these groups. There's no question.
गाइस लाइक गरौँ न ल लाइक गरौँ सबजना लाइक गरौँ ल
Played together by the
यस्तो अल्छी
unity
लागेको जस्तो भयो क्या यसो इन्टरटेनमेन्ट उदिउँ न यसो एक्साइटेड हुनु सबजना होइन एक्साइटेड भएर हेरौँ कि
England's turn to
मैले हजुरलाई फिडब्याक दिइरहेको छु अर्जेन्टिनाको भर्सेस इङ्ल्यान्डको तपाईँहरू कसको फ्यान हो कसले जित्दै हुन्थ्यो जस्तो भइरहेको छ इङ्ल्यान्डले जित्दै भइदियो हुन्थ्यो जस्तो लाग्छ कि अथवा के अरे अर्जेन्टिना जित्दै भइदियो हुन्थ्यो जस्तो लाग्छ कि
Start bouncing 3 or 4 passes, one touch first time. That's when you can get a teammate into good positions, just like that one there from Anthony Gordon.
a lovely ball by
ओइ के गरे
James.
नाइस किपर
Just for a minor moment. The threat the
त्रासै
Argentina
भएको
goal.
यार नाइस किपर
Been getting into penalty area. There's been a lot of play broken up on the edge.
नाइस किपर छ है अर्जेन्टिनाको नाइस छ तर अन्तिम गएर चाहिँ अर्जेन्टिना के हुन्छ भने किपरलाई पनि
It looks as if
मत लाग्छ कि हो गोल खाइदिन्छ कि अन्तिममा गयो झ्याउ त्यही छ भने यार
Messi.
सबैजनाले सब्सक्राइब र लाइक अनि कमेन्ट गरौँ न हो कमेन्ट सबैजना मिलेर यसो होइन सपोर्ट गरौँ न टिमलाई कसको फ्यान हो तपाईँहरू अर्जेन्टिनाको कि अब
28. It's
इङ्ल्यान्डको कि इङ्ल्यान्डको खेलाडी पनि चिनेन अर्जेन्टिना त मेस्सीलाई मात्रै चिनेको हो मैले चाहिँ
on from
त्यो भएर
Tagliafico. It's the very
ओइ
early-
के गरे कि कहाँ बल लान दियो हेर आज त यार छ्या
Messi trying to chop
फाल्दै
Wilson.
केही छैन
Not the danger. Hasn't passed yet. It's Gay this time now the flag has gone up.
के भयो रेफ्रीले चिठी हान्यो त
Julian Alvarez, Martin, that's one of his greatest qualities. He's got tons of skill and know-how.
20 मिनट भइसकेको छ अहिलेसम्म पनि ड्र छ है गेम ड्र छ
He works and he doesn't
20 मिनटसम्म पनि ड्र छ है अहिलेसम्म ड्र
Argentina with Messi, who often we know that is kind of just
इङ्ल्यान्ड
walking
0
around
छ भने
waiting,
अर्जेन्टिना
waiting
0
to
छ
get
अहिलेसम्म
involved. You need someone up
ड्रमा
there
छ
who's going to really charge around, and Alvarez is so generous. Like,
अनेक्स बेटमा के अरे फर्स्ट हाफसम्म ड्र भनेर हाल्यो भने मस्तले पैसा आउँछ यार ड्र हुन्छ क्या यो
Just
फर्स्ट
trying to
हाफ
make a run through the middle. The ball skips away. Hopefully we got there anyway. No shot, not passed was the message from Taliafico. He's a great friend of
Hugh
Jude
is
Bellingham,
good.
Morgan Rogers. They grew up in the Birmingham area in the Netherlands and England.
के भइरहेको छ यार गेम यार खेल खेलेको छु यार मैले यार
Messi just round the corner.
Raiders lending it 1-2.
लाइक गरौँ न है सबजना लाइक र कमेन्ट गरौँ त सब्सक्राइब पनि गरौँ नयाँ हुनुहुन्छ भने यसो मिलाएर सब्सक्राइब हानिदिउँ लाइक कमेन्ट गरौँ 22 जना भ्युअर्स हुनुहुन्छ होइन अब गेम त देखाउन पाइएन त्यस्तै हो यस्तै हो अब यसरी नै फिडब्याक दिने बस्ने हो त्यो हुन उपाय नै छैन आफू त अर्जेन्टिना कट्टर फ्यान भयो त्यही भएर गाह्रो भयो क्या मलाई चाहिँ आज चाहिँ म तपाईँहरूसँग मिलेर हेरेको साथी छैन मसँग हेर्नलाई यसो चुस्की हान्दै च्याप्प तालले हान्न पाएँ अब
Taliafico. Step nearly is now making out that Michael was tapped by Bellingham.
के भयो फल भयो जस्तो
His
लाग्यो
own touch actually got away from him. He just
अर्जेन्टिना
takes that
कस्तै यार
top of
फल
the ball
हाने
from
यार
Bellingham's very right. Jude Bellingham
खुट्टामा टेक्दैछ यार
was there in the loose.
फ्री किक पायो है अर्जेन्टिना कसरी पायो यार
He's got a free kick.
कसरी फ्री किक पायो यार
Again from the play.
अर्जेन्टिनाले पाउनु पऱ्यो फ्री किक हो यार
Centre halves going forward for this one.
यसो लाग्छ अर्जेन्टिनाले त फिफा किने कि जस्तो लाग्छ यार
Tested with Romero and others who pushed
फ्री किक पायो यार अर्जेन्टिनाले यो चाहिँ के हो लाग्छ है यो चाहिँ के हो लाग्छ है
High line. Continues responses to go to the right to Simeone.
कहाँ खेल्छ
There's
यार
a corner for the world
आफै
champions.
नखेलौँ न यार
Good play. Jet Spence, good defensive.
मेसी दाजु कहाँ गयो मेसी दाजु मेसी नदिने मेसी 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 कमेन्ट गर्नु सक्दैन मेसी मेसी कमेन्ट गर्नु है
Been around, like we've seen him a few times in the tournament.
There we have indeed.
A loyal fan as well as a wonderful player for his country. This is interesting.
मेसी मेसी कमेन्ट गर्नु
First
सक्दैन के
time
भयो
referee's been examined in his response.
रेफी झगडा पऱ्यो रेफीसँग है
Argentina going to try and conjure up by any means. Has not been penalised. Get the opening goal from a Messi corner. Picked from backpedaling. Playing free kick had gone.
के भयो
Had gone for the foul.
Yeah. Simeone was so close to him really and actually facing him. Look on the right side of the screen. I think that's totally unnecessary. You don't need to do that.
गोल हान्न परिन्थ्यो यार
The hydration break.
पानी खाने टाइम भयो है पानी खाने टाइम भयो पानी खाने टाइम भइसकेछ पानी खाने टाइम गएको आयो मेरो छोरी कस्तो बदल भएछ मैले पानी खान्छ गाइस पानी खाने टाइम भयो है पानी खाने टाइम भयो पानी खाने टाइम ब्रेक आइरहेको छ मैले पानी खाएर आउँछु यार
The new TVS N-Torque 125 Race XP. Play smart. Real fruits बाट बनेको real juice, चिटको real स्वाद. Introduce.
Cheesy, spicy, lemony vibes. Quick Snagger, some mood alive. Twix. Taste the flavors of the world. Quick Start.
पानी खाने टाइम भएको छ मैले पानी खाइरहेको छु
Oh, what a goal! The whole stadium is on its feet. There is no better feeling than all of them. Feel it all with Coca-Cola. स्वाद जसले सम्बन्ध गाँच्छ ज्ञान मसला
Rizalको पाइप लिक प्रुफ अनि साँच्चीकै बलियो.
The new TVS N-Torque 125 Race XP. Play smart.
Now that's a brilliant decision. Slipped through beautifully. Oh, he's in trouble now. He's gone for it. Perfect goal!
No better feeling than all of them. Feel it all with Coca-Cola.
ल अब सुरु भयो गेम सुरु भयो
Two Eurofinals.
गेम सुरु भइसकेको छ फाइनली होइन
Quarterfinal, Harry Kane missed a penalty against France, which could have changed the outcome. Correct.
पानी खाएर आइसकेको छ होइन
They are. They've been
मलाई
knocking on
कस्तो
the
निलो
door
लाग्छ
for
यार
some time.
के भएको गाइज मलाई एक्साइटेड आएन क्या गोल नहाल्नु
Come
जान्छ
through these games on the right side.
अर्जेन्टिनाले गोल हालेपछि चाहिँ अनि एक्साइटेड हुन्छु कि म बोल्नलाई जस्तो लाग्छ मलाई चाहिँ यार अल्छी लाग्छ यार तपाईँहरूले लाइक नगर्नु भयो भने अल्छी लाग्यो कि जस्तो लागिसक्यो मलाई त यार
They're underway again.
सब्सक्राइब गरेको नोटिफिकेसन आउँदैन तपाईँले सब्सक्राइब पनि गरे जस्तो लाग्दैन त्यही भएर अल्छी लागिरहेको छु अल्छी यार
Nancy, well, Alvarez. Oh, actually could have.
Yeah, it was intended.
झ्याउराइछ यार
It was intended for the wide run there of Enzo Fernandez. Messi thought it was a ball intended for him, but it was coming at him a bit quick and he couldn't quite take control of it. But that was a straight ball from Jordan Pickford, played into a midfield area that Argentina were waiting for it and picked it off.
फल हो कि क्या हो सिटिङ हुँदैन यार कस्तो खालको थियो
Again, there's Thomas Tuchel needs to
Thomas Tuchel
just
is
be
going,
a bit careful
yeah,
here.
he's going absolutely. He's apoplectic.
ल यहाँ कोच कस्तो रिसाएको यार
He's an emotional character. Well, it's always the instance right in front of the dugouts that inflame the coaches. Argentina actually played in the very first World Cup semi-final back in 1930 against the United States, strangely enough, and then won 6-1. The crowd was 73,000, so it wasn't a slow burner in that respect. Only 13 nations compared to 48 in this one. Such a wonderful history. The centenary, of course, when the next World Cup comes around in 4 years' time. Anderson.
रहेछ यार म सुत्छु यार
Kane. That's a raking pass.
Good ball that is. Great ball that from Harry Kane, who's not been involved an awful lot. That's why he went and dropped so deep there, just to start getting involved.
Stones.
म निन्दा लागेछ यार झरेछ
Now Spence. A couple of hasty breaks down that far side. Jordan held on for a bit too long. Argentina snapping at his heels. Martinez made a good recovery. He broke his finger playing, actually warming up for the Europa League final for Aston Villa back in May. No sign of it as an inconvenience in this tournament. Here's Paredes trying to boss proceedings.
Actually started the game well, Paredes. He's made a couple of big tackles, but it's been nice and neat and tidy in possession.
FIFA start the tournament. Medina was the first choice left back for a couple of games. And trying to raid on that right-hand side with Molina. It's calmed down a bit. There's a former England manager, Fabio Capello, a former foreign England manager. Been too many of them. Bellingham getting a chance to impress. England fans really backing him.
Great run. Excellent work. Exactly the right thing there, Jude Bellingham. That's what I've been so impressed with him in this tournament is he knows when to drive at the opposition. He knows when those challenges are going to come flying in at him. There's 3 blue shirts. Look, yeah, and it's well applauded by the coach. He knows it. That's important that he does that when he gets the opportunity. He hasn't really had a chance to do much of that, but when he does, he is very, very difficult to stop.
Just over the half-hour mark, factoring in the hydration break. England fans in very good voice, great acoustics. Beckham with his own personal history of England against Argentina, including a winning penalty in the 2002 World Cup group stage in Japan. Watching on eagerly, and of course very much a free kick specialist. The role today with Declan Rice. England getting John Stones in round the back.
Yeah, half a chance there. Nice blighted, drifting clip from Declan Rice towards that bar post, and John Stones is above Lisandro Martinez. So look at the grabbing there that goes on and creates actually that big area for John Stones to maybe go and attack it. Just didn't get his forehead on it.
It's the first attempt of the game. Spence, the bounce. Simeone's enthusiasm getting the better of his challenge for the foul. I guess his dad is here somewhere, but he's not sitting next to David Beckham. Not very strong. He's not a confrontational person. He might be.
Yeah.
Stones.
It doesn't matter how many times, Martin, your coach and all the staff and everybody around you tell you to keep your heads, keep your cool, keep your discipline. In that split second, in that moment,
Guys, mother in the live.
sometimes something else takes over and makes it very difficult.
A brilliant kick from Pickford, a lovely touch from Spence, and Gordon was nearly on to England by the most direct route. We're very nearly behind Argentina then.
England ball long
Spence was still reflecting rather than chasing, but he's there now. He's won it fairly enough. It's Simeone. Gordon. Another free kick England's way, having a good spell.
Immediately convinced the referee there, Jude Bellingham. And it's quite right. Molina there, that's reckless, he gets too tight. And that's unnecessary. Even though Argentina pride themselves on being a really tough team defensively, you don't want to concede too many free kicks in this sort of area, particularly with a team like England who've got so many tall and significant players.
The ninth Argentine foul. And this is a free kick being trusted to Reece James, who could go for goal here.
Yeah, this one, if he hits it hard and flat, almost like a shot, and get those white shirts running across the front of it.
Defending to be done for the world champions. That's exactly what Andy Townsend described. Argentina haven't got it away yet. They might now. Rice. That gives it straight to Alvarez.
Great ball.
Now Messi.
Held up.
Importantly, initially by space, but the great man is still going. Now,
It'll be a card now.
another flashpoint.
Yeah, here it comes.
Messi ran into a roadblock. Well, the card was just held aloft.
Yeah, not sure who that was to. I mean, great skill from Messi, wasn't it? He could have dropped it off, you know, he could have rolled it backwards, but that's what I mean. He's been in this scenario so many, countless times, thousands of times over the years where he's second best to come out with the ball, but he somehow does.
Elliot Anderson gets the card. Kane went in. Gordon went in.
Yeah, that is a yellow card challenge, it is. Elliot Anderson knows exactly what he's doing there. That's a dangerous one.
Well, it has taken 37 minutes for the first card, so the referee, I think, has kept his patience well, but he had no alternative then. And Messi's over the free kick. And this ball, when hit, has stayed hit, but I think it's far too far out even for someone as talented as the taker. Because he took a shorter route. Now he might have a crack, he does. Enzo Fernandez!
He hit that well. He hit that very sweet, Enzo Fernandez. They feel that Jordan Pickford or someone got a touch on it along the way, but he hit this one nice. Didn't see much contact there. It's definitely not been touched by Jordan Pickford. It's like the right decision, goal kick.
And that's the football for you, this World Cup football. It gives you value, shall we say, for your shooting. We've had plenty of goals from outside the penalty area, 41 in fact, out of 294. It's a good percentage.
It is. Better little spell for Argentina, this. Last 5-6 minutes in particular, Messi's got involved because he hadn't seen anything up to half an hour, but they've got him in and around the game now in this last little spell, and they look better for it.
Now, tactically, the game being slowed down, it's nothing to do with the heat. It's temperature very regulated in this indoor arena. Doesn't feel very indoor, does it? We do have the roof. And the games here and in Dallas have been excellent because of that air conditioning. By Simeone. So trying to work her way through. And that was very good covering by Rice. Declan on deck when needed. It's almost as if the Argentina feel that they can control the ball but at a slower tempo.
Yeah.
They can't maybe match the quickness of England's breaking through midfield. Maybe they've got the guile, they've certainly got the experience, and they've got Messi. Alvarez. Romero. Here is Messi. gave and went and didn't get it back again. Danny Fico, England being moved around. To keep their eyes on the men they're supposed to be marking as well as on the ball, which is with Alvarez. Now Simeone. Nicely worked. They're not behind England. They haven't really threatened Pickford except for that long ranger from Enzo Fernandez. This is where England hope to use the transition. It's a great strength from Morgan Rogers.
Yeah, that's a bit of card there because Anthony Gordon was wide open down the left side. And that's exactly the right tactic for England. It was that pass from Messi that was intercepted, and Morgan Rogers very good at this, very good at travelling with the ball.
Martinez. Dropping the card. Spence. Not made, of course, of Romero is not too far away from him. James. Fernandez, who is a shrewd user of the ball.
Yeah, did well there because Giuliano Simeone well offside. So he just slowed it down and went to Molina, which was the right call.
Messi. Oh, one back for England. By Anderson, who's carrying the card and wouldn't afford any mistakes. Bellingham trying to go through the gears here, trying to go through Argentina's defending.
Good work actually from Romero there. As he followed Bellingham all the way and then didn't want to let Bellingham get up, run and get his head up. Good challenge. I do think England, Martin, need to try and have a little bit more possession, control possession themselves, not just waiting for the turnover every time.
Goes out of Simeone, providing legs there that Rodrigo de Paul wouldn't be able to do, you feel. Although, of course, he's been cast in the role not just of right-sided midfielder, but Messi's minder as well. So Leo's unguarded in that sense today. Still only made that decision. Played in the World Cup, 2006. It's his last cap, actually. And played in England, played in an FA Cup final, no less. For West Ham United. Stones has played in many a cup final, hoping to add a World Cup final to his list.
Yeah, I think the more Elliot Anderson, Declan Rice get on the ball, better they get this guy, Bellingham, involved, and Harry Kane, more importantly, who again, who hasn't really seen much of the ball yet, not had any sort of chance to get his head up and try and work Emi Martinez.
Anderson. And James trying to turn it into a fine ball as he has done a couple of times. Harry Kane passed out to him. Worked, that one didn't quite. We're heading towards half-time. It's a great time it will be to score. And Bellingham spreads his arm in disbelief that that wasn't a foul. The referee's got the opinion that you'll have to let the minor contacts go because there are plenty of major ones. 3 added minutes. It's the hydration break minutes.
Better finish to the half for England. This playing in Argentina's half of the field. just looking to try and pick out Bellingham or Kane in a little bit of space.
There is Kane, not in much space. Rice. Is it tempting fate, Andy, to say settle down a bit?
Well, look, again, I don't think it's ever going to be too far away from this one boiling over. I think it can happen at any given point, but haven't had too many genuine attempts on goal. Neither goalkeeper really been tested yet.
The goalkeepers certainly have been tested, not been a shot on target yet.
Yeah.
James. Rogers. On the right side berth. Header from Onumadueke and Bukayo Saka. It's the quarterback. Saving for the Atlanta Falcons, if you know your NFL. Offside. And also for Atlanta United in the Major League Soccer. Big news from that department here in the United States. They're going to switch to a winter conventional season, not play through the summer. Season after next, they're going to have a shortened season and then go again. Mr. Tuchel telling his troops how to go again in the second half with those notes. They're not the half-time just yet. Kane. High foot from Paredes. There's antagonism from the Argentina dugout. The free kick given. Very much the closing seconds of the first half here in Atlanta. Second semi-final. This has some good forward surges. England allowed to still go here, and not really time to take the corner. I don't think so. Well, it's been a first half with Enzo Fernandez having a crackerjack of a shot. A first half with plenty of bite, maybe a little bit of spite, and occasionally a light touch. But not many of those, certainly not in an attacking sense. When we reach the break, no nearer knowing who Spain will face in the final. England 0, Argentina 0.
Now that's a brilliant decision. Slipped through beautifully. Oh, he's in trouble now. He's gone for it. Perfect goal!
It is a fabulously worked out atmosphere here. Just misses. Oh, what a pity. A wasted moment. Oh, what a goal! The whole stadium is on its feet. There is no better feeling than all of them. Feel it all with Coca-Cola. साथी जितको स्वाद रियल हो नि रियल फुड्सबाट बनेको रियल जुस जितको रियल स्वाद
Quick style. Anytime. Crunch, got a munch, got a mood like fix. Taste the flavors of the world with Quicks. Bold flavors, got bubble mix. Ignite Leo, now you're feeling the kicks. Anytime, it's Quicks time. Snack good on all the time. Cheesy, spicy, lemony vibes. Quicks, let good to mood alive.
Quicks. Taste the flavors of the world.
Quick style.
कोइला किन्नु छ ममा
कसलाई सोध्ने होला
कोइला गाडी कोइला कार
कसलाई सोध्ने होला
अब सुन्नै पर्दैन नेपालकै सबैभन्दा सस्तो ब्याज दर भएको MAW हायर पर्चेजबाट सजिलै लोन पाउनुहोस् आफूलाई चाहिएको सामान किनेर रमाउनुहोस् MAW हायर पर्चेज
वही सेलिब्रेसन हरेक सेलिब्रेसन हिमस्टार टिभी
सन्तानको सफलता नै तपाईको जित हो उनीहरूको इच्छासँगैको लक्ष्य सुनिश्चित गर्नुहोस्
नेपाललाई किनकि जीवन अमूल्य छ
किताबको पाइ लिक प्रुफ अनि साँच्चीकै बलियो
Asian Beachwear. जहाँ बच्चा खुशी का बस.
विश्व फुटबलको जोश अब नेपालको निर्माणमा नेपालकै पहिलो टाइल्स उत्पादन गर्ने कम्पनी नेपोविल टाइल्स
म हुँ स्वाद र सुगन्धको बादशाह अमृत भोग चामलको बादशाह
into this
From premium showers and faucets to world-class sanitary ware. Panchakanya bathware, luxury made affordable.
हामी हौ AEC अपरेटिङ ट्रेनिङ तथा एस प्रिपरेसनको लागि वान स्टप सल्युसन आउने त
आजै एनसेल एप डाउनलोड गरेर 1 GB डेटा सुत्दैमा पाउनुहोस् र एनसेलको अनेक सुविधाहरू एप मार्फत सजिलै प्रयोग गर्नुहोस्
कहाँ पढ्नुहुन्छ के पढ्नुहुन्छ कुन युनिभर्सिटी भिजा कसरी सबै ग्लोबल रिच हेर्छ
NCCS अपना जोर काठमाडौँ NCCS Zandor Kathmandu.
Now that's a brilliant decision. Slipped through beautifully. Oh, he's in trouble now. He's gone for it. Perfect goal! Oh, replay!
Oh, what a goal! The whole stadium is on its feet. There is no better feeling than all of them. Feel it all with Coca-Cola.
वर्षको यो सम्बन्धको लागि हामी सदैव आभारी छौं
NCCS अपना जोर काठमाडौँ NCCS Zandor Kathmandu.
Political, body coverage.
Inatragal, Japanese technology wara pencha.
Get dinner like healthy home bakes from Japan.
Now that's a brilliant decision. Slipped through beautifully. Oh, he's in trouble now. He's gone for it. Perfect goal! Oh, replay!
It is a fabulously rectile atmosphere here. Just misses. Oh, what a pity. A wasted moment. Oh, what a goal! The whole stadium is
Race XP. Play smart.
Now that's a brilliant decision. Slipped through beautifully. Oh, he's in trouble now. He's gone for it. Perfect goal!
कहाँ पढ्नुहुन्छ के पढ्नुहुन्छ कुन युनिभर्सिटी भिजा कसरी सबै ग्लोबल रिचले हेर्छ
Much of history practically so refreshed even this time.
अब सुन्नै पर्दैन नेपालकै सबैभन्दा सस्तो ब्याज दर भएको MAW हायर पर्चेजबाट सजिलै लोन पाउनुहोस् आफूलाई चाहिएको सामान किनेर रमाउनुहोस्
बाल श्रम होइन बालबालिकालाई खेल्न सिक्न र सपना देख्न दिनु रेड कार्ड टु चाइल्ड लेबर एसियन पेन्ट्स जहाँ हुन्छ खुसीको बास
Now that's a brilliant decision. Slipped through beautifully. Oh, he's in trouble now. He's gone for it. Perfect goal!
हिमस्टार टिभी खरिद गर्दा पाउनुहोस् 32% सम्मको क्यासब्याक वर्ल्ड कप 2026 को लाइभ टिभी सिजन पास र 1 वर्षको नेट टिभी प्याकेज हिमस्टार टिभी सँग वी सेलिब्रेसन हरेक जेनेरेसन
रिजाल्ट पाइ लिग प्रुफ अनि साँच्चीकै बलियो
नेपाललाई किनकि जीवन अमूल्य छ The new TVS N-Torque 125 Race XP. Play smart.
साथ जसले सम्बन्ध गाँच्छ ज्ञान मसला जेनिफर
दिनजी हाय
कारण तिमीले यो टाइल्स कुन चाहिँ लगाएको कजारिया जब घरमा कजारिया टाइल्स लगाउनुहुन्छ
सबैले सोध्ने नै भयो
Now that's a brilliant decision. Slipped through beautifully. Oh, he's in trouble now. He's gone for it. Perfect goal!
हामी हो REC अपरेट स्ट्रेन तथा यस प्रिपरेसनको लागि वान स्टप सल्युसन आउने त
It is a fabulously worked up atmosphere here. Just misses. Oh, what a pity. A wasted moment. Oh, what a goal! The whole stadium is on its feet. There is no better feeling than all of them. Feel it all with Coca-Cola. साथी जितको स्वाद रियल हो नि रियल फ्रुट्सबाट बनेको रियल जुस जितको रियल स्वाद साथ जसले सम्बन्ध गाँच्छ ज्ञान मसला
हामी हो REC अपरेट स्ट्रेन तथा यस प्रिपरेसनको लागि वान स्टप सल्युसन आउने त
रिजाल्ट पाइ लिग प्रुफ अनि साँच्चीकै बलियो
Hinstar AC. आफ्नो वाला केयर
No better feeling than all of them. Feel it all with Coca-Cola.
तपाईँको फेभरेट रियल अब न्यू लुकमा
Twix, taste the flavors of the world.
Quick
a brilliant decision. Slipped through beautifully. Oh, he's in trouble now. He's gone for it. Perfect goal!
Proton EMAS 5.
Stadium is on its feet. There is no better feeling than all of them. Feel it all with Coca-Cola.
रिजालको पाइप लिक प्रुफ अनि साँच्चीकै बलियो
Proton EMAS 5.
The new TVS N-Torque 125 Race XP. Play smart.
Now that's a brilliant decision. Slipped through beautifully. Oh, he's in trouble now. He's gone for it. Perfect goal!
Can you do this?
Proton EMAS 5.
The new TVS N-Torque 125 Race XP. Play smart.
गेम पनि कस्तो राति राति यार म्याच हेरिस् तैँले कहाँ हेर्नु यत्रो असाइनमेन्ट छ म्याच हेरौँ अब फलो लास्ट है रेड कार्ड खान्छ क्या हो जस्तो लाग्यो मलाई त म्याच हेरिस् क्या तैँले
Than all of them. Feel it all with Coca-Cola.
Some tackles, some interruptions to play. But I think as the game goes on, inevitably there's going to be more room, and the best players, if they can get on that ball, will use it.
Argentina have scored 3 in each of their last 4 games out here, and in 5 of the 6 games at the World Cup, and he's been right in the thick of that. But after 10 clean sheets in 11, they've conceded in each of their last 4, which is a factor to give England encouragement. And then, of course, with this 11, you've only got the 6 of the best men, Kane and Bellingham, as World Cup goal scorers in this tournament. It is amazing that Messi's never played against England before. Actually, made his debut in the fixture before the last England-Argentina contest in 2005. But he got sent off on his debut and was suspended. Imagine that. Leo Messi, we read all about him, sent off after 45 seconds of his debut as a substitute. And he missed the next game, which happened to be Argentina v England. Nothing yet decisive, nothing yet really dynamic. And looks like we're going to have a retake. We're going to do the countdown again. Ball back on the centre spot. Waiting for the whistle, which didn't happen last time. Early, right into that Argentina penalty, at least on the edge from Pickford towards Kane. Nice touch from Messi. Alvarez.
Yeah, just saying, Martin, just before half-time, I think England, with Rice and Anderson and Bellingham, I think they can perhaps dominate a little bit more of the ball, rather than sitting waiting for the turnover and then attacking from there, which, look, they've used very well in the tournament. They've been very dangerous from that sort of situation, but I just think they can dominate. Perhaps McAllister and this man, Paredes, played very well. Be very interested in Paredes, who likes to commit to challenges. He gets a yellow card, it drastically alters his game. Because he's all about intimidation and threatening people in the football way, in the right way. That's what he does particularly well. If he's on a card, you cannot do that.
Well, Anderson has the same problem. He has the problem.
He does.
Paredes doesn't have it yet.
Correct. Anderson has got to be careful. He'll want to get close to Enzo Fernandez and others around him in there. But you know, you put one foot out of place, you trip someone up, you're on a yellow card, you could be making that long walk to the dressing room, put the whole thing at risk.
It's a nice little guided touch by Simeone. Alvarez gets his shot in, Pickford has to make the save.
Nice save.
And sneaking in by the near post. Alvarez again. Worse angle. And just that was reflected where the ball ended up. But just when England kicked off and got the corner's been given here.
Yeah, the referee wasn't sure, in fairness. The referee wasn't sure it was a corner, but Argentina appealed for it and then he just pointed to the corner. But great play from Julian Alvarez. I mean, such a tight angle, it's going to take something incredible to be picked up from there, but I don't see a touch there, do you?
Well, no, if it isn't a corner, it should be given as a goal kick. That's the new VAR point of reference. And a corner it is, so something was detected. Mindful of England's height, the ball not just tossed into the box, now by Messi from a different angle. Still wide by Bellingham, Gordon trying to get onto it. And now Messi, broke for Messi, there's no flag and he's seen off. Bigger strength and determination by Bellingham. Yeah, not short in either capacity.
It's that challenge from Paredes. Look at Messi. He's onside. He's good. He is onside. Excellent work, Jude Bellingham again. When Messi's backing you into the 18-yard box, you've got to get it right. He's done it perfectly.
There is a stat floating around, and there are plenty of them in this World Cup, that Messi walks for 47% of the time he's been on the pitch in these matches here in the USA. But I'd like a comparative stat with somebody, you know, who's not seen as a strolling player, really, to see what the mean is. Everybody walks it sometime. But he does pick his moments. That's the point that it makes, really.
And the other 53%, Mark, and he's normally doing something pretty useful.
The work of a genius.
Yeah.
Here's Gordon. Stumped by Romero, but England have got in behind the Spurs centre-back. The Spurs full-back, Jed Spence.
You know, a couple of times in the first half, Jed Spence, when he went at Molina, he went past him quite straightforward. And again there, England full-back, heading for the dead ball line, and Molina struggling to cope.
Bellingham nearly got there, might still. Simeone, it's a wayward one in a dangerous area. Gordon. Anderson, under pressure from the willing Alvarez. Gay. All back for Argentina. Paying deep for England. Rodgers worked hard to get it in. Ignored, he could have played it to Reece James, who's going to get a touch here. no foul.
It's good play, Tagliafico. That's a risky ball. That ball, wow. Well played, Romero. Great footwork there, because that was a really risky one played to him under pressure in his own box.
That was the only way he could get out of trouble, and he did it superbly. And then the ball forward, trying to bring Simeone into play.
That's the new card.
Yeah, for Romero. So after an excellent piece of play, finds himself in trouble.
It's in those moments where they're vulnerable, and I think they sense that, particularly when Bellingham picks the ball up. Is that tremendous bit of footwork under significant threat there. Mr. Romero, really good play, but seconds later, he gets a yellow. And for someone like him as well, that can be tricky, him on a yellow card, because he likes to, everything in front of him, wants to go and win it. Just might have to take a breath and pause now.
All I can say is that plenty of practice playing with a yellow card hanging over it. But here's Gordon, England looking lively. Anderson. I do feel that Argentina are reasonably happy defending deep. Keeps the speed that England have out of contention, really. And when they're pushed up to the halfway line, as they are now, England could get away, but Simeone...
Romero's just hit the floor, I think, in a situation with Jude Bellingham. Jude Spence as well.
Simeone committed the most fouls of any Argentine player in the first half, 5. Like father, like son, this...
Oh, he's a competitive boy,
yeah.
There is no doubt about that. He likes to be in the thick of it.
And it looks a good selection in terms of dealing with some of England's speed, but Spence is quicker than him. He's quicker than anybody today. So credit the England choice as well from Thomas Tuchel. Here's Alvarez, though. Hasn't always been in the team in this tournament, second to Lautaro Martinez at the start. As he did in 2022, he's worked his way into that indispensable category. Messi. Simeone. Molina flashes it across. Gordon gets it away, not very far. Argentina come again. Sandro Martinez. It's also a yellow card from the first half. Simeone. Paredes. Oh, really drilled that across.
I think he almost wanted to kind of fade that one a little bit with the outside of his boot, hit it hard and see if somebody can potentially get on the end of that.
He'll, of course, will preside over the final. Gianni Infantino wondering, like we all are, who Spain will meet. But it's England, of course, a rerun of the Euro 2024 finals 2 years ago, which Oyarzabal has been in great form here, scored the winning goal right at the end.
I mean, they gave as good a team performance yesterday, Martin, didn't they, Spain, against that French team, as we've seen from any team. They were terrific.
They saw the run of Rodgers, couldn't quite find it, but there's a backup here. Rodgers is crossed, Gordon coming in! Anthony Gordon! Right place, right time. England lead in the semi-final. The world champions are on the ropes.
And I mentioned about space, and we're starting to see a little bit more of it appear. It's Harry Kane who serves it forward. Tagliafico does well. Now look, Declan Rice first time, great ball out to Rodgers. Watch Anthony Gordon at the bottom of the screen. Molina doesn't know whether he's running around the front of him or coming around the back of him. He chooses the latter and he controls that finish absolutely perfectly. Eyes on the ball, picking up off that fast surface and just guiding past Martinez, who has no chance whatsoever with that. It's a brilliant England goal.
In a flash. Gordon. 1-0 England. But the point we were saying, when Argentina sit back deep, they can defend. But when they push up, England break with pace and break through.
Very important there. You see the player going down the right side, Martin, looking a dangerous ball in, and the player on the opposite side of the field looking to get inside that back post. If you get in there and make a fast run and the defenders square and a bit static as Molina was, then you can punish them, and Anthony Gordon could not have timed that any better. It was perfect.
England led in their last World Cup semi-final against Croatia. And it didn't pan out, but they could double their money here. Or Kane couldn't take it on. Argentina rattled. Messi isn't. And here comes Simeone. The chance to hit back straight away.
What a challenge.
Fantastic tackle from Jed Spence, who knows what it meant and how much it took. Talk about his speed. There it is again.
What a tackle that is. Because Simeone is about to hit that and maybe get Argentina back in the game. You get that wrong, you're conceding a penalty, maybe even getting a red. Jed Spence there, that's a proper challenge, that.
Corner for Argentina, who certainly won't take, considering the opening goal lying down. In by Messi again, defended by Kane.
Martin, when Argentina were 2 down against Egypt, they produced their best attacking football, what I've seen in the competition. They had to go for it, and they really did go for it, and found a way and got back in the game and eventually won it. So England know here that they're going to have to defend very well, because this team in blue are going to keep pouring forward.
Martinez. What England have and what Argentina know, because they've just experienced this, is that pace on the break and losing possession when you're seeking an opening here could be very costly. There's a ball that judges well enough. And I believe it was left on him. Have a look here.
Great ball, Morgan Rogers, brilliant ball in. Anthony Gordon, Molina doesn't really know exactly where he is, and the first time that Molina saw Anthony Gordon, he was put in the net.
England present delighting England past. Not the first time he scored past Emi Martinez. But here's Messi. Not for long. Out to Paredes, McAllister. Argentina fighting for their crown here. And Kane very nearly got caught where he shouldn't get caught. Game on. Messi. Paredes. Argentina upping their attacking play. They need to. Simeone. Retrieved by Tagliafico here. He's wasted no time in doing that. Fernandez. Molina, who got caught out with Gordon's darting run for the goal. Fernandez.
That's a waste. England will be happy if people are going to take shots from that sort of difference. Look, I know Enzo Fernandez can hit them well, but it's exactly what you want if you're an England player. On that sort of angle, anything hit, you'd expect Jordan Pickford to be a match for it.
Well, so far, compliments to Thomas Tuchel. Morgan Rogers in the team.
Yes, indeed.
And Jed Spence defending superbly as well. Rogers clearly Gordon timed his run to perfection. And you don't become world champions without having bags of fight as well as tons of ability. As Andy quite rightly said, the comeback against Egypt was the epitome of team refusing to give up on a tournament that they graced 4 years ago, 3.5 years to be technically correct. Messi was the star of that. And one of the stars of this, but not the only one. Rat-a-tat and passes, Enzo Fernandez. McAllister. Sandro Martinez.
Look at those white shirts, Martin. Across the edge of that 18-yard box. They've shown already in the tournament, particularly against Mexico when they were down to 10, that they can stand there, England, and happily deal with crosses. It's just that bit of one touch and that inventiveness that Messi provides. And that be the spark that finally finds a way through.
Paredes. Alvarez. No way through. I wonder when Dan Burn might be summoned. He's got England across the line the last couple of games. Giant defender from Newcastle. Spence, well, miscalculated with that one, but knocked out by James's header. This is where England can break and want to break and keep Argentina honest at the back.
Yeah, subs getting warmed up below us, Martin. It's imminent change for Argentina.
I think Lautaro Martinez might be high on that list. Good idea. Take the throw quickly. So in the end, he didn't hear the whistle. And wasting no time. Nico Gonzalez for Paredes. A definite switch in emphasis.
Yeah, they're feeling now they can't get back into the game without risking that midfield area. They certainly do that. Paredes actually, I thought, was particularly good today. He played well in that particular part of the field, but they'll miss him. More responsibility now on this man, Enzo Fernandez. They'll be looking for Nico Gonzalez, who's a good runner. Wants to, every time he gets the ball, he wants to travel with it into any space in front of him.
He's gone out left. Well, England know Enzo Fernandez's game inside out. They know they can run past him.
No one in the box.
Messi. It's a clever one. And Nico Gonzalez making a contribution straight away, coming round the back. It goes out off McAllister. It's a little bit more awkward for England.
Yeah, great ball from Messi. Nico Gonzalez, yeah. Good introduction to the game, doing exactly the right thing, heading it back. Look at John Stones there. What a great defensive header that is.
Tagliafico is that kind of fullback who will arrive and get a goal. And England have the goal. And a good one too. Okay. suspense. Argentina have to moderate to some extent their desire to go all-out attack because England can score again. And Rice has great hands by Martinez with Bellingham coming in. The distribution is let down. It's not a foul. Rice, Kane, well, he let fly, tries to. Martinez will prevent the corner. Is it Enzo Fernandez who was caught?
Yeah, it was. I don't think it was a foul either, Martin. I agree with you. I think the ball just got caught under his feet.
That is a foul. Talifico by Rodgers.
But that's going to be an opportunity for England to add to the one they have. They are going to have an opportunity when they win possession to release someone in space now.
Messi. Let's play for Gonzalez. Slightly more desperately defending for England. First with the Stones header, which was very good, and Rice's clearance, which wasn't quite so solid. Corner.
And tracking back towards his own goal, always difficult that when you're running back up, particularly at pace. It's different if you kind of just stepping side to side back towards your own goal. When you're sprinting back into the box and the ball's at your feet, hard to adjust it to get it to where you want it to go, and Declan Rice just skying that one out for a corner.
Zanetti there, who scored in that 98 game when Beckham was sent off on a wonderfully worked set piece for Argentina. Javier Zanetti. It's nail biting on both sides. And Argentina corner. You were Thomas Tuchel, you were thinking, well, they shouldn't hurt us from corners.
No, it's only with really Romero. He's their biggest threat, you feel. I mean, we've seen Alexis McAllister in the tournament pop up when he runs across the near post, Martin, to try and get that first contact, that first flick.
He's certainly done it in England in the Premier League for Brighton and for Liverpool. And it goes. England deal with it. Taken down by Molina. Messi. That's a brilliant ball. What a shot! Sensational save from Pickford.
What a cross from Messi. That was absolutely on the money. Could not have delivered that any faster, any harder, any better. Brilliant header. And Jordan Pickford. Because sometimes they can be very awkward, particularly at pace when they're right by your feet. That's some save.
And it's Nico Gonzalez who's made a quick impact. And Jordan Pickford been saving in episodes like that where he's not been, if you like, the favourite to keep it out, game after game after game.
There's no better feeling than all of them. Feel it all with Coca-Cola.
What was your recommendation? Only here I have them. मलाई के दा कसले आसो बगल का भोपाल गेम छ र कुछ पाउनु पर्यो भोपाल
He's heading for the goal now. Whoa, that's stylish as it gets. He's through now. What a brilliant finish.
The new TVS N-Torque 125 Race XP. Play smart.
Real fruits mathematical, real juice, cheat code, real swag. YY Classic. Uhi swag. Uhi yan.
तपाईँले चाहेका सामान किन्न अब सोध्नै पर्दैन MAW हायर परचेज
Oh, what a goal! The whole stadium is on its feet. There is no better feeling than
पाइप लिक प्रुफ अनि साँच्चीकै बलियो
Proton EMAS 5. वही celebration, हर एक celebration. Instar TV. Real Foodsबाट बनेको Real Juice, चिकको Real Swag.
Than all of them. Feel it all with Coca-Cola.
Team. And the change involves the goal scorer going off as Riconta, who was left out. And then the team. And John Stones is just shrugging his shoulders saying, what do you want to do now? What's happening here? Is Reece James playing midfield maybe? But first of all, we've got to tell you about a raft of changes. Montiel is a right back. De Paul, we know, plays wide right. Otamendi plays in the middle of the back. They're not going for youth here. Montiel actually scored the penalty that won the World Cup in the shootout against France in Qatar 2022. Otamendi's played for decades.
Yeah, lots of changes for both teams. We'll see exactly how they're shaping up over this next minute or two, but no time to wait.
Nice goes in. Argentina with the throw. His opposite number now is on the pitch, Montiel. A very short spell in England with Nottingham Forest, not very successful. He's known, shall we say, known to the opposition. Messi. Spence is there. Alvarez. Fico coming up in support. Gonzalez drag defenders away. Messi and Montiel in a great crossing position here. And England had numbers back, not necessarily all in the right place.
Clever little delivery that from Montiel. It was Alexis McAllister, one of the smaller guys in that 18-yard box, but he made a really nice run. Just the cross just beat him.
Here's De Paul. Romero. Fico. Montiel again. And then in defensive duty to sustain the discipline. It's the team desperate to unhinge the organisation. Montiel. Messi still doing it from deeper. Is that Fernandez? De Paul. It's a good cross. Oh, it's at the post.
Wow.
England a whisker away from losing the lead. Argentina redoubling their efforts. De Paul. It's another cross coming in here from Montiel. Kane tries to alleviate the pressure unsuccessfully. Alvarez. Montiel still waiting on the right. He's made an impact already at right back, the substitute. In from De Paul. Pickford. When it did bobble away, McAllister was looking tight with how to go.
He's inside, yeah. Well, the first header from Alexis McAllister. I mean, it's 6 inches inside that post, it flies in the back of the net. It was a brilliant ball in from Rodrigo De Paul, and McAllister timed his run perfectly. He's good at that, very, very clever at that. And he got on the end of it with absolutely exquisite timing. Watch this. He's totally unmarked. He picks another 6 inches inside that, less than that even. It goes in. Very, very unlucky.
The challenge is coming to the team who are leading. De Paul. Otamendi. Messi. Montiel. This time he doesn't cross it. De Paul and get that beautiful ball in. For McAllister. Fernandez. Messi. Here's Gonzalez. Well, they're winning balls in the air, and England are surviving just about.
He's got a score there. That's an unbelievable pass from Messi. It's a great run from Gonzalez. Flag up anyway, actually. Watch that run at the top of the screen. Oh, I'll tell you what, it's a tight call. It's a very, very tight call. But having got his head on the end of that, he's got to try and loop that over Jordan Pickford into the far post.
Still a good 15 minutes to go.
Since their goal, England haven't really had a kick.
It was 2.5 minutes after the goal where Spence made that wonderful recovering tackle. And Argentina have been foot on the gas pretty much since then. And here it comes again.
Challenge that, Esri Konsa.
And a real proper change the right back job for England in this tournament. Messi trying to be the architect again. No foul. This is what England want, the counter-attack. And Bellingham came up with him. It's Rodgers rather. Rodgers going for goal. And in a position where he's probably a bit more comfortable, but he made the goal from the right, didn't he?
He certainly did. He did it brilliantly off the other side, but he's good in that position. It was Messi that was looking for the foul, didn't get it. And I think that'll happen again, Martin. That sort of situation for England will present itself once more. I'm pretty sure of that. They've just got to make sure they try and keep Argentina out this end.
Alvarez. Messi. The movement in the box that England have got to deal with it. No good having a lot of tall players if you can't sit tight to your man when the crosses come in. And as Andy so rightly said, Alexis McAllister is very good, making beautifully timed late runs. It's waiting on the edge of the area again. Static this time. Appreciating the cross might not come. Look for a moment or two anyway. It's a little bit of retrieving by Enzo Fernandez. Taliafico.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Tara Martinez is getting ready to come on. Montiel. Rodrigo De Paul. Fernandez. Messi. Squirming. And he's round the back to Rodrigo De Paul. Is that dangerous play? Not seen so. Is it a foul there? It is. By Gonzalez. On Kane. As now Tara Martinez comes on for Taliafico. Striker for the left back.
Yeah.
Needs must for Argentina.
Yeah, they're going all out now. Of course they are. Some really brave defending back there from England, but they're having to because Argentina are really testing them. They're putting some wonderful crosses into that box. Montiel has crossed it more times than anybody else in the game. He's only been on for 10 minutes. There's that one coming in there from Talia Beacon, just evading Alexis McAllister. Great touch there, Martin, wasn't it? And this is the foul.
Well, with research, we're not quite sure whether it's something that might affect the final. Should it be the final for England? That is a tempting fake remark.
Well,
I apologise for that. So it is time for Dan Burn.
yeah, not surprised at all because of the amount of crosses that Argentina are putting in the box. Looks like he's just walking off holding that right leg a little bit tenderly there, Reece James.
And another tall player.
Correct.
Nico O'Reilly. Declan Rice, I think, is been shepherded off because they have these substitution rules that I don't think have really been enforced, that you to go off very rapidly. When players are tired, it's ridiculous to try and enforce it, but I think generally it was a point where people were wasting time. Rice has given his all. O'Reilly of Manchester City is on.
It's an interesting one, Martin. Elliot Anderson on a yellow card. And I know that Declan Rice has had a few issues, hasn't he, with illness, etc.
Time is the friend of England, the enemy of Argentina. There's still plenty of it to alter the face of this semi-final. So far, there's a smiling face for the European nation. Messi. The ball. There's Enzo Fernandez. Rodrigo de Paul. Telegraphed it too much. Little sprint from Messi did enough. O'Reilly was only half a yard away from winning that and getting England into Argentina territory. Gonzalez. De Paul. Messi. In the end, neither one thing or the other. Unfortunate from Argentina's point of view and the skippers. Checking it out on the big screen.
Yeah, he's just having a look, yeah, to see how much he overclocked that one. Just a chunk, yeah, just a bit too much. But you're right, Martin, what you said in terms of Nico O'Reilly coming on along with Dan Burn, the height that England have got now.
Argentina are not finished. Fernandez. Was a fair way out. Needed an intervention from the fingertips of Jordan Pickford.
Yeah, good strike, straight at Jordan Pickford. It's one that he's always going to get. Probably always thought it might be just going over the bar, but has to make sure.
Well, these short corners, more often than not, as he gets into the penalty area. Oh! This one's on target. This one's an absolute beauty. He had the sighter, and now he's smashed in the equaliser. Enzo Fernandez. It's 1-1 in Atlanta.
What a strike. You can't say they don't deserve it, they do. They do deserve to be back on level terms, and that is some hit from Enzo Fernandez. It's a brilliant strike. They go short again to Rodrigo de Paul. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Is this going to be offside? It's Messi offside when he receives that again. That's a big call. He might be, you know. The shot is stunning. The strike is unbelievable. But I wonder whether Messi is offside. Would we know by now? We probably would. Great goal. Brilliant hit.
Well, the referee's got his hand to his ear. So as we assess the spectacular nature of the shot, what went before? Looks as though it's a goal given.
Stunning. Absolute stunning.
It's the shades of 2018 for England when Croatia came back to win 2-1. It's the response of champions.
It is. They've done exactly the same as they did when they were backs to the wall against Egypt. Then they show a different pace. They have another level that they hit. And that's a wonderful strike that is from Enzo Fernandez. Top draw.
A goal or an assist in each of his last 11 World Cup games. It's amazing. He is amazing. And Argentina are remarkably resilient. England were edging towards New York.
And it's listen, when you're 1-0 up and you keep looking up at the clock and you're seeing the minutes start to evaporate, it's human nature to start to backpedal onto the edge of your box. And they just gave Enzo Fernandez too much room there. But boy, what a hit. You've still got a lot to do from that sort of range, and it's some strike.
Messi. England aerially under pressure again. And the referee. Well, if you're an Argentina player, you go, why? We're all going to be offside. But referee stopped it.
Argentina players are not happy. John Stones it was who headed that away and then immediately hit the floor. The referee has no option in this situation. He has to blow the whistle.
There's a picture from an elderly Englishman which tells the story for all Englishmen and ladies.
But to be honest, there's nothing there. John Stones, that's a routine header for him. But he's not the first player that does that. Heads it, goes down and gets the game stopped. What a hit.
Well, it's placement as well as power.
Yeah.
And that is the package, isn't it?
Correct. I mean, Jordan Pickford has made some incredible saves this tournament. Not just today, but he's not getting that. He's not getting anywhere near that one.
Goals have come late, and a lot of them throughout the whole tournament, not just the late ones, have come from outside the box. They are responding to the chief cheerleader, the leader of the game.
England have to dig very, very deep now. They do. They've got to weather this continual wave that's coming at them in blue, and then try and find the strength and the resources to get forward themselves. John Stones are going to have to leave the field of play, Martin, for a bit.
Had shades of that Croatian goal we saw England concede just before half-time in the game, the first game they played in Dallas. Scoring away to the right of Jordan Pickford. Here's Messi. Spence trying to get it away. Kane trying to get it away. We're into 9 added minutes, incidentally. And Argentina will feel, well, this is their time.
Yeah, they'll want to try and get it done before extra time. England will be desperate to get to that next 30 minutes if necessary, but right now the team with all the momentum, the team in possession.
Well, Alexis McAllister hits the post for the second time. Is it both posts? Oh. Messi. Oh, England are in trouble. And maybe through Lautaro Martinez, they're going out to the semi-final stage. It's been header after header after header, and this one finds the back of the net. They haven't stopped the supply, England. And they haven't dealt with the pen in the box.
They just can't stop it, Martin. Argentina have got the wind in their backs and they've got energy in their... And you're all expecting him to chop onto the left foot. Instead of that, he goes down the line on the right, stands up a beautiful cross. And it's thumped in the back of the net by Lautaro Martinez. Climbs majestically, hangs in the air, totally unmarked. And gives Argentina, I think, a deserved lead at this stage of the game.
For the record, you can see Stones was back on. England are withering. Argentina are wondering now whether this superb comeback, in truth, against a lot of the tapestry of the play, they have found what champions found. In trouble. The tough. When the going gets tough, the tough gets going. Throw all the cliches I think you like. They apply. Harry Kane's asking for checks all the time. England now. The one thing you can say from England's point of view is they are slightly out of balance in terms of attacking players on the field, Argentina.
Rodrigo the ball there, Martin, getting a yellow card. Whether that was for just delaying the restart, I'm not sure.
I think any delay will, the referee, I must say, is, I think, got through that first 20 minutes.
Yes.
How he did that, I don't know, but he's blossomed as an official as the game has gone on. There are a few makeshift defenders.
Dan Burns automatically got right in towards Emi Martinez for any sort of long throw or any cross that England can fashion from this situation.
Do not rule out an England goal. Do not despair, England fans. Those Argentina fans who wanted their team to do what England couldn't do, which is stop the balls coming into the box. So Ivan Toney, who's been travelling around with England, member of the squad, not had a minute. It might be his time. Oh, the goalkeeper started to come, got nowhere near it. Handed away by Gonzalez. 5 of the 9 have gone. Rodrigo de Paul marshalling the troops. They are vulnerable. You feel Argentina from this kind of style. When we get Tony on, when we get Rashford on, Stones has come off. Well, Thomas Tuchel has picked a team for this tournament, and he said special forces, really, and this is a special forces moment for Ivan Toney.
And Marcus Rashford coming on as well.
Yeah, it was the only other England player who scored in this World Cup apart from Bellingham and Kane. He did against Croatia. Put it into the box will be the message from the boss, I'm sure. And it's coming in now. Not very well. No. The hearts might be broken for those in the England sections of the ground. As football is so much about late goals, just international tournaments, the adding on of so much extra time. Kane wins the header, and Romero clears. Retrieved by Rodgers. A lot of players in white in the middle, but it doesn't reach the whole pack of them beyond where the ball arrived. Pickford the supplier this time, with a good angle on it towards Kane. Knocked away by Alvarez towards Burn.
Yeah, he's the one Martin trying to hit now. Jordan Pickford here, he's going to look for Dan Burn on that diagonal probably again.
Martinez, Burn goes down, referee's having nothing to do with that. Maybe not with that either. It's a little bit desperate from Dan Burn in the circumstances. What a game.
What a game. The noise we have in this stadium, my goodness me.
An awesome recovery from Argentina. We talk about late goals, they've scored plenty of them in this tournament. De Paul wasn't the best ball, I don't think.
Just go down the line with that there. Rodrigo De Paul, player of his experience, gave the ball away cheaply.
Clock ticks up to 8 added minutes.
Maybe one last chance for England to get some sort of decent delivery from a wide area.
It's a brave header. It's coming back at Argentina again. Rashford has done very well. He kept it in play. Argentina need only now to keep the ball. And who better? Who better? He's there again. He's fouled this time. Almost gets Argentina to the final. Well, this is how it started. To be fair, from say minute 15 to put number from those early potential goals, we haven't had too much. Now, England know the game is almost up. It wasn't ever in the palm of their hand, Andy, was it?
No, not at all. Messi did great here, got his body back in. Bellingham's absolutely entitled to go for that. It's a foul. And of course, all the little fracas afterwards just gives Argentina a chance to get their breath. That's why that happens. But some of their football was tremendous when they were 1 down. Top draw, really, really good.
No time for England to take the throw. Anderson, referee, not indicating that he's going to blow yet. And then trying to pass it forward. And they could be in real trouble here, except that Messi has the bigger picture in mind. Oh. Didn't go out. Going back to Martinez, who steers it forward towards his namesake Lautaro, who has the winning goal to his name. From when the final whistle goes, but it's still being 2-1, it's up towards Burn.
What's ahead of that is
Enzo Fernandez. Argentina say blow the final whistle, the referee hasn't done it. We play on in Atlanta. Back with Pickford, one last long ball. Doesn't get any more dramatic than this. World Cup semi-final, Dan Burn coming in for it. Martinez hasn't got it. He's got a free kick. And that's all that Argentina need.
Everybody off the Argentina bench, everybody waving their hands in the air.
Scaloni trying to ensure nothing untoward happens. Dugout behaviour under scrutiny like everything else. There he is, the man who rose and planted in a header. Yet another Messi assist. We're into the 12th added minute, and Argentina, the world champions, are going to the 2026 final. Messi inspired the comeback. England scored first as they did in 2018 when they lost to Croatia 2-1. Enzo Fernandez equalised here. A lovely England goal from Anthony Gordon. But Enzo Fernandez hammered in the equaliser. And as we moved into a long period of added time, Lautaro Martinez at the magic moment that mattered. And England fall short. Again, they'll play again for the bronze medal. But Argentina will play Spain in New York, New Jersey on Sunday. And the great man has another great game in prospect. Andy Townsend.
What a game. Martin, what a pleasure to sit here in this stadium, in this noise, in this colour, in this atmosphere and see a game like that. It had everything. It was edgy, it was niggly at the start of the game. Even now at the end of the game, look, there's still a few shenanigans going on out there, but some game. England getting in front, not long left, and then Argentina do what they have done in this competition.
You spotted it up.
Yeah. When it matters, they change it up, and they've got another gear. When they're controlling the game at 1-0 up, they don't look quite as effective. When they're chasing and their backs are up against the wall, boy, do they ever come out with some strong football, some really, really progressive stuff. And they've scored 2 goals. And on the face of it, they deserve their victory today. That is, as you quite rightly said, Martin, that is what champions are all about.
They could have been cast as yesterday's men. Now they can be Sunday's star yet again in a final. And England have to reflect on a gallant campaign. They are in the mix when it comes to going for trophies. And they never quite had the game under their control, even with the lead. The Jet Spence brilliant tackle only came 2.5 minutes after England had scored. They've given absolutely everything. But Argentina still have everything to play for. England 1, Argentina 2. Football is so startling. However much you've seen, however much you've played, it still catches you out, it catches your breath.
Yeah. It certainly does. And it can particularly catch you out in World Cup football when you can almost see the finishing line. When the finishing tape isn't very far away, you think you're there, but you're never quite there. And particularly with some of the quality players that Argentina had on the field and the changes. Credit to Lionel Scaloni, the changes that he made, Martin. Montiel in a right-back position must have crossed 10 times into dangerous areas.
And made space for Messi as well.
Correct.
Yeah.
Nico Gonzalez down the left side. All of a sudden they had an added dimension to their play. They just needed to get back in the game. Enzo Fernandez, what a hit, what a strike, what a brilliant goal to get them back in it. And then they kept their foot to the floor and went and got the all-important second.
And that wasn't just 2 out of the blue goals. They hit the post, McAllister hit the post twice.
Correct. Oh yeah, look, they were very close to going level before they actually did. But it's amazing. It's amazing what they do, this Argentina team, when they're up against it, how they can just find what's required. It is quite astonishing.
You can't even feel looking at this triumph, another turnaround triumph, so it's not unique, but it feels very special being in the semi-final. You can see that on the faces of the players. How the final itself could almost be an anticlimax. This has been worthy of the final.
Yes, no. Yeah. And I don't think England quite got, as you say, up to their absolute max, but boy, they weren't far away from getting into a final. They were very, very close, extremely close. And I think tactically, yeah, as you see tears on those terraces, we can understand them. I think tactically Tuchel got a lot right, but maybe he thought he was just going to see it out and get over the line. And as soon as Argentina equalised, it looked like then that England were going to struggle to hang on.
They refused to be beaten. They simply refused. And England, having got the lead and the potential to add to it, couldn't cope actually with the balls into the box. They couldn't set up those kind of counter-attacks that actually got them the goal in the first place. They were pinned back. And in the end, well, they just couldn't keep the world champions out. The Messi story goes on. It's another chapter here. And they brought on old players.
Yes, they
Rodrigo
did.
de Paul, Otamendi.
And do you know, Rodrigo de Paul did great playing centrally, and Montiel, as I mentioned, down the right, Otamendi at the back. You always know he'll put his head on anything.
It'll take some time for the dust settle on this one. Certainly back in South America, where they've done the continent proud as well as themselves proud, that's for sure. In what looked like was going to be a European final. There is something in their soul when it comes to football. And England, well, the hurt goes on, but it shouldn't be hurt. It should be pride.
Oh, look, of course, they've shown themselves when their backs were up against it against Mexico, how they can stand tall and stand very strong. England should be extremely proud of their efforts. They took the world champions extremely close. Couldn't have took them any closer.
And they're not the best dancers. There's a bit of dad dancing in there, I think, but my goodness, they've got cause to dance. And Jude Bellingham's had a wonderful tournament. They've still got another game to play, of course. They will play France now. The bronze medal game. Guess who's got the superior player of the match by the sponsors? It's up on the big screen. And it's not in Thomas Tuchel's squad. You only get one guess.
I think the reason why he gets those awards, Martin, is just those decisive moments. He's so often involved in those decisive moments. The crosses into the box, the assists, if it's not the goals. And he never had a kick for the first 30 minutes of the game, really, Lionel Messi. But when something has to happen, when you're looking for someone to produce something special, it's always him.
And what is so engaging about this, Andy, and I share your thoughts, what a privilege it is to have held microphones through this 2 hours of World Cup celebration of the tournament, really, the winners and losers, you have to have that. But the game was ended as a proper football match. Yeah, there was a little skirmish at the final whistle,
right.
But it was won by football.
Correct. Yes, it was.
And football is the winner.
Yeah. Whichever team you're supporting today, that's riveting, pulsating football. It really is at its best. It doesn't always have to be the beautiful stuff either. Football can be so exciting to watch and such an ordeal for fans watching it all around the world if it's played like we just saw it, with 100% guts and commitment from both sets of players.
And I suppose England can think Not now, but in the future. But very lucky they haven't played Messi before.
Very true. Tattooists will be getting warmed up again, Martin. I think there might be one or two new ones going on.
Well, they are from Argentina. We've been at games where this is the third Argentina game we've been at, Andy. We've been a lot of adopted supporters from locally, I think. But when the big games come around, the big exodus from Buenos Aires happens.
Yeah. Not sure there's a team that's been better supported, just in terms of numbers, than Argentina.
And the England fans, a lot of them staying to honour their heroes, not maybe fallen heroes in the last 20 minutes of the game today, but definitely heroes for the ride that they've given the supporters all across the US and down into Mexico, of course, which will live long in the memory. The come from behind victory there. But this was one where they led and they lost. And that's a drum that will be, you will want to be in the next hotel room. And of course, there'll be some bragging rights when Manchester United's Sandro Martinez gets back to club football. Jude Bellingham heading off to Spain, who might be World Cup winners, you know. But what a tournament he's had.
Close they were again. For their dream to be shattered. They were close. They were one down and up against it. And England looking dangerous. And they had to dig remarkably deep. Don't forget, the domestic seasons for these players was long gone, but these World Cups, they're not easy to get to this sort of stage and keep finding the energy required as that Argentina group of players did with 20 minutes left on the clock. They really had to find something from the gods, and once more they did.
From a football god himself. But these are raw emotions. Anyone who's played football knows it can take you to places that very few other things can. And to win at this level, in this way, it's almost indescribable. But what we have is wonderful pictures from our camera crew showing you the emotion. It doesn't need extra words from Andy and myself. Just look at them. Celebrate, let them keep celebrating like this. But there's nothing more adrenaline fueling than winning. So they'll be ready for Sunday. Messi, of course, spent most of his life in Spain.
Yes. Great game in prospect, Martin, that.
Absolutely.
Great game in prospect. Such a clever, brilliantly structured and organised team with a real ability to shut the back door as well as score goals.
King of the castle. Argentina in Atlanta have been amazing. Be on the receiving end, they can say they were here, even when you will say we were here. I mean, we're neutral, and it's just a privilege to be here. And it's Cups take so much organising. They always attract criticism, but they bring you this brilliance, and they bring the world together. Even England and Argentina have got closer together. There's a bond from this game, I'm sure. Well, I hope I'm sure.
No, I think you will be right, Martin. I'm sure you will. Look, well, I've seen England fans still staying there now, applauding the Argentina players out there on the field. And it's been that sort of day.
Well, it feels like we played extra time. They will feel that played extra time. But you don't want to leave the pitch when something happens like this. The connection between this huge section of Argentina support and this huge collection of wonderfully talented Argentina players, and committed and courageous. And they march north from Atlanta with retaining the trophy. Remember, only Brazil and Italy have ever done that, and that's a long time ago. In a modern day sense, it would be an amazing achievement. Oh, it's been passed down the generations. He can't stop smiling. He's letting the most energetic celebrations come from the younger players. Suddenly realise he's got a final to play. Sandro Martinez beats the drum, with of course the number 10 on it. Also bare-chested there, scored that wonderful free kick against Jordan. They got injured. Maybe those blue shirts, solid blue, worked again.
Yeah. Certainly did today, Martin.
They asked to wear them.
Yeah. They made it work, didn't they? Outstanding performance today, Martin, as well, didn't they? Not only Messi, obviously, against the superior player of the match. Romero's defensive work was excellent.
And Enzo, who we thought England might exploit defensively, but they couldn't deal with it with their own defence.
It was absolutely terrific. Tagliafico in that left-back position. I mentioned the substitutes, the effect they had. Alexis McAllister could have had a couple of goals. Very, very close to scoring twice. Leandro Paredes, again, very good. I mean, Martinez, when he had to get his hands on the ball, the goalie was solid and pretty safe all round. They had a lot of players playing with an aim today.
You remember Lautaro Martinez didn't score in 2022 World Cup. He finally got a penalty against Jordan, didn't he? And he had a rough time with injury. Alvarez took his place. Well, he's had a special moment here.
Yes, he has.
The semi-final. Captain of Inter, who've had their own trophies. Well, and Isha came back late as well, didn't they, 2018? When I said it, it was more a commentator's line rather than anticipating, being smart that it was going to happen again.
No.
And it did happen again. Yeah, it's time to start the recovery, by the way. Where's the cool down?
That's a good point.
Maybe the sit down equals the cool down. Oh, that young man has got plenty more World Cups to follow. This was Messi's right foot.
Look at that. That is so inch perfect, Martin, and it's begging Lautaro Martinez just to climb and just put his head on it. Knock it into the back of the net. Just the most sublime delivery.
Some of that pain, I'm sure, comes to mind of he's got his medal from 2022, but he wasn't the one that people were talking about. Talking about Alvarez, he scored 4 goals as a youngster. And Scaloni, well, you still have to have a coach from your nationality to win the World Cup. It will either be Luis de la Fuente or Lionel Scaloni.
Good changes Scaloni made today, really good changes. Maybe they're quite obvious in some ways, but good changes at the right time, had to do it.
The interesting was Otamendi, as if to get him on. I mean, Lisandro Martinez was on the yellow card, but so was Romero.
Yeah, they were.
Well, here we have got some facts and figures for you. Argentina finally getting a rest-long possession and on the attempts at goal, which was very in short supply from both countries really in the first half. And the attempts on target, 5 were enough to get 2. So we know the final. We now know the bronze medal game as well. But it's all eyes on that Spain versus Argentina fixture. If you don't know, start spreading the news. New York, or New York, New Jersey. That's where the climax will take place.
He's heading for the goal now. Whoa, that's stylish as it gets. He's through now. What a brilliant finish.
जीतको स्वाद रियल हो नि रियल फ्रुट्सबाट बनेको रियल जुस जीतको रियल स्वाद Enter the Spiceverse. White Quick, now with 3 exciting flavors.
ठाउँमा
कसै सोध्ने होला
कोइला गाडी कोइला कार
कसै सोध्ने होला
अब सोध्नै पर्दैन नेपालकै सबैभन्दा सस्तो ब्याज दर भएको MAW हायर पर्चेजबाट सजिलै लोन पाउनुहोस् आफूलाई चाहिएको सामान किनेर रमाउनुहोस् MAW हायर पर्चेज
हिमस्टार एसी आफ्नो वाला केयर
साथी जितको स्वाद रियल हो नि रियल फ्रुट्सबाट बनेको रियल जुस जितको रियल स्वाद हिमस्टार रेफ्रिजरेटरको भरमा खुसी सबै घरमा
लिकप्रुफ अनि साँच्चीकै बलियो
विश्व फुटबलको जोस अब नेपालको निर्माणमा नेपालकै पहिलो टाइल्स उत्पादन गर्ने कम्पनी नेपोभिट टाइल्स
साथ जसले सम्बन्ध गाँच्छ ज्ञान मसला हाम्रो खुसीको माध्यम हाम्रो महान लक्ष्मी भारतकी प्लेट्स अब रङ्गिनेछ नेपाल
बालश्रम होइन बालबालिकाहरूलाई खेल्न सिक्न र सपना देख्न दिनु रेड कार्टुन चाइल्ड लेबर
कहाँ पढ्नुहुन्छ के पढ्नुहुन्छ कुन युनिभर्सिटी भिजा कसरी सबै ग्लोबल रिचले हेर्छ अनि हार्डवर्क त्यो चाहिँ तपाईँको
NCCS पक्नाजोर काठमाडौँ NCCS चन्दौर काठमाडौँ
साथ जसले सम्बन्ध गाँच्छ ज्ञान मसला
हामी हौ IEC अपरेट स्टडी तथा टेस्ट प्रिपरेसनको लागि वान स्टप सल्युसन आउने त
From premium showers and faucets to world-class sanitary ware. Panchakanya bathware, luxury made affordable.
आजै एन्सेल एप डाउनलोड गरेर 1 GB डेटा सुत्रमा पाउनुहोस् र एन्सेलको अनेक सुविधाहरू एप मार्फत सजिलै प्रयोग गर्नुहोस्
जब अन्य चामल आफूले आफूलाई मिठो साबित गर्न खोज्छ तब हुन्छ अमृत भोगको शानदार इन्ट्री अमृत भोग चामलको बादशाह
विश्व फुटबलको जोस अब नेपालको निर्माणमा नेपालकै पहिलो टाइल्स उत्पादन गर्ने कम्पनी नेपोभिट टाइल्स आफ्नै माटो आफ्नै सान
तपाईले चाहेका सामान किन्न अब सोध्नै पर्दैन MAW हायर पर्चेज
NCCS पक्नाजोर काठमाडौँ NCCS चन्दौर काठमाडौँ
Quality cow, quality coverage.
Kima Krakow, Japanese technology water penchala.
Get cleaner like healthy home paints from Japan.
विगत 45 वर्षदेखि अमृत केन्द्रै हो अमृत तर तिमीले यो टाइल्स कुन चाहिँ लगाएको कचारिया जब घरमा कचारिया टाइल्स लगाउनुहुन्छ
सबैले सोध्ने नै भयो
रियल फ्रुट्सबाट बनेको रियल जुस जितको रियल स्वाद अब झन्झनाई बाई बाई लुगा सुन्छ छिट्टै हिमस्टार टायर घरभित्र आए हिमस्टार फर कम्प्लिट होम
It is a fabulously wet up atmosphere here. Just misses. Oh, what a pity. A wasted moment. Oh, what a goal! The whole stadium is on its feet. There is no better feeling than all of them. Feel it all with Coca-Cola.
स्वाद जसले सम्बन्ध गाँच्छ ज्ञान मसला
Proton EMAS 5.
अब रङ्गिने छ नेपाल
अब सुन्नै पर्दैन नेपालकै सबैभन्दा सस्तो ब्याज दर भएको MAW हायर पर्चेजबाट सजिलै लोन पाउनुहोस् आफूलाई चाहिएको सामान किनेर रमाउनुहोस्
Oh, what a goal! The whole stadium is on its feet. There is no better feeling than all of them. Feel it all with Coca-Cola.
Cheesy, spicy, lemony vibes. Quick Slager, some mood alive.
Twix. Taste the flavors of the world.
Quick start.
रिजालको पाइप लिक प्रुफ अनि साँच्चीकै बलियो
सही खोजौँ शुद्ध रोजौँ मुटु चाहिन्छ मुटु
हाम्रो खुसीको माध्यम हाम्रो
महालक्ष्मी पेट्स अब रङ्गिने छ नेपाल
गरेको साथी जितको स्वाद रियल हो नि रियल फ्रुट्सबाट बनेको रियल जुस जितको रियल स्वाद
Oh, what a goal! The whole stadium is on its feet. There is no better feeling than all of them. Feel it all with Coca-Cola.
No compromise with Dhara Saudi.
विजयजी बडो स्मार्ट हुनुहुँदो रहेछ क्वालिटी हेर्नु हुँदो रहेछ मूल्य होइन
मुटु चाहिन्छ मुटु
रिजालको पाइप लिक प्रुफ अनि साँच्चीकै बलियो
तपाईँले चाहेका सामान किन्न अब सोध्नै पर्दैन MAW हायर पर्चेज
विगत 45 वर्षदेखि अमृत तेल नै हो अमृत
पञ्चकन्या बाथवेयर लग्जरी मेड अफोर्डेबल
It is a fabulously wet up atmosphere here. Just misses. Oh, what a pity. A wasted moment. Oh, what a goal! The whole stadium is on its feet. There is no better feeling than all of them. Feel it all with Coca-Cola.
गेम पनि कस्तो राति यार म्याच हेरिस् तैँले कहाँ हेर्नु यत्रो असाइनमेन्ट छ म्याच हेरौँ अब फल लास्ट है रेड कार्ड खान्छ क्या हो जस्तो लाग्यो मलाई म्याच हेरिस् क्या तैँले
हिमस्टार रेफ्रिजरेटरको भरमा खुसी सबै घरमा YY Classic उही स्वाद उही याद
A fresh new look, same
it real. Our new look ma.
There is no better feeling than all of them. Feel it all with Coca-Cola.
What was your recommendations? What do you get?
मलाई के थाहा
Slick. After. What will the mobile games up? Rebel stock over there.
बबाल
He's heading for the goal now. Whoa, that's stylish as it gets. He's through now. What a brilliant finish.
Let's go. With the whole world watching, yeah. You sleepless nights in a massive crowd. Kids soon so that we all get loud. Cool, like it goes, so it's only the round. Fans, you ready? Yeah, you ready? Blow that whistle now. Work up what you think, time to go, so hard, they keep going. Let's go.
FIFA World Cup 26 coming to Nepal. Live and exclusive on Himalaya Sports. Streaming on Digo. Score your subscriptions now. In association with Protar EMA, powered by Real YY, Poco smartphone.
So Argentina kicks off the series at an extra dose of spice. The first meeting for 21 years. Argentina lost 3-2 the last one, which was played in Switzerland. And those were gathered from a street market 48 hours before the kickoff. I think these have come properly planned from the manufacturers. The reason for that change was the ones in Mexico City. Argentina thought they were going to restart, and England were in quick. Now it's beginning to threaten in terms of the crew there.
They thought that was a free kick. because they can
Pickford. Rogers playing on the right, which he doesn't do for his club. He's making very good ground here. It's a lovely piece of passing by Argentina. They haven't really flexed their attacking muscles yet. James is across, and he's caught out by Alvarez. Unfortunately for England, they'll stay in play here.
one touch first time. That's when you can get a teammate into good positions, just like that one there from Anthony Gordon.
A lovely ball by Kane to Rogers. James on the overlap. Argentina's response is to go to the right to Giuliano Simeone. Who wins a corner for the world champions. Has not been penalised to get the opening goal from a Messi corner. Pickford backpedaling. The free kick had gone. The whistle had gone for the foul.
Yeah. Simeone was so close to him really and actually facing him. Look on the right side of the screen. I think that's totally unnecessary. You don't need to do that.
And we have the hydration break.
In association with Protar EMA, powered by Real YY, Poco smartphone.
They were underway again. That's it. One that was anticipated. Fernandez still got Alvarez. Oh, actually, getting a chance to impress. England fans really backing him.
So impressed with him in this tournament is he knows when to drive at the opposition. He knows when those challenges are going to come flying in at him. There's 3 blue shirts. Look, yes, there's one.
The ball today with Declan Rice. England getting
Drifting clip from Declan Rice towards that bar post, and John Stones is above Lisandro Martinez. So look at the grabbing there.
defending to become for the world champions. That's exactly what Andy Townsend described. Argentina haven't got it away yet. They might now. Right. That gives us straight to Alvarez. Now Messi. Held up importantly initially by Spence, but the great man is still going. Now,
a bit of calm down.
Another flashpoint.
Yeah, here it comes. Countless times, thousands of times over the years where
Kane went in, Gordon went in.
Yeah, that is a yellow card challenge, it is.
They'll take it. He took a shorter route. Now he might have a crack. He does. Enzo Fernandez.
He hit that well. He hit that very sweet, Enzo Fernandez. They feel that Jordan Pickford or someone got a touch on it along the way, but he hit this one nice. Didn't see much contact there. It's definitely not.
This has some good forward surges. England allowed to still go here, and not really time to take the corner. I don't think so. And occasionally a light touch, but not many of those. Certainly not in an attacking sense when we reach the break.
In association with Protar EMA, powered by Real YY, Poco smartphone. Red Bull Football 26, title sponsor. In association with
intelligence that electrifies. The all-new Proton AMOS 7.
Powered by
फुटबाट बनेको रियल जुस जितको रियल स्वाद YY क्लासिक उही स्वाद उही याद
Co-sponsor Insta for a complete home. नेपाललाई किनकि जीवन अमूल्य छ
Without the pipe, leak proof and is satsike baliyo.
The new TVS N-Torque 125 Race XP. Play smart.
तपाईले चाहेका सामान किन्न अब सोध्नै पर्दैन MAW हायर पर्चेज
in association with Protar EMA, powered by Real YY. Poco smartphone.
Don't go anywhere. Keep watching Himalaya Sports.
With the whole world watching, yeah. You sleepless nights in a massive crowd. Kids to the hoops so that we all get loud. Cool, might be cool, so it's something little around. Fans, you ready? You're ready. Blow that whistle now. Work up what you think, time to go, liso, I'm Dickie Gal. Let's go. FIFA World Cup 26 coming to Nepal, live and exclusive on Himalaya Sports. Streaming on Digo. Score your subscriptions now.
Ancestors are watching from the other side. Aztec blood, skeleton horse. We ride with pride. We got 2 footballs, homie. How many you got? Uncle Stimulated Liberty, America's hot. 48 niggas coming through with crazy tricks. The whole world is written in the Google games. The fix. 1 ball, 1 stage, 1 love. Full football, 26. We 36 years in the cold with the 5-state lit. Canada's in the building and we ain't gon' quit. 3 nations, 1 continent. We own this ground from east to west. The whole world is coming around. 48 niggas coming through with crazy tricks. The whole world is hurting in the beautiful games of it. 1 ball, 1 stage, 1 love. Full football, 26.
Discussion, debate, and the hottest take every night, before and after every match. Live and exclusive on Himalaya Sport. Get access to all FIFA World Cup matches for just $9.99. Call your TV service provider today. Red Bull Football 26 in association with Protar EMA, powered by Real YY.
waiting for the whistle, which didn't happen last time. Early, moving right into the Argentina culture, at least on the edge from Pickford towards Kane. It's a nice little lively touch by Simeone. Alvarez gets his shot in. Pickford has to make the save. Nice save. It's sneaking in by the near post. Alvarez again. Worse angle. And just
But great play from Julian Alvarez. It's such a tight angle. It's going to take something incredible to beat Pickford from there. But that's the new card
for Romero. So after an excellent piece of play, he finds himself in trouble.
it's in those moments where they're vulnerable, and that under any team they were terrific.
Kane saw the run of Rodgers, couldn't quite find it, but there's a back-up here. Rodgers is crossed, Gordon coming in! Anthony Gordon! Right place, right time. England lead in the semi-final. The world champions are on the ropes.
I mentioned about space, and we're starting to see a little bit more of it appear. Harry Kane serves it forward. Tagliafico does well. Now look, Declan Rice first time. Great ball out to Rodgers. Watch Anthony Gordon at the bottom of the screen. Molina doesn't know whether he's running around the front of him or coming around the back of him. He chooses the latter and he controls that finish absolutely perfectly. Eyes on the ball, pick it up off that far surface and just guide it past Martinez, who has no chance whatsoever with that. It's a brilliant England goal.
In a flash, Gordon. But Messi isn't. And here comes Simeone. The chance to hit back straight away.
What a challenge. That's spectacular from
Jets Messi knows what it meant and how much it took. Talk about his speed. There it is again.
What a tackle that is.
And losing possession when you're seeking opening here could be very costly. There's a ball that judges well enough. Not the first time he scored past Emi Martinez. But here's Messi. Not for long. And to Paredes, McAllister. Argentina fighting for their crown here. And Kane very nearly got caught where he shouldn't get caught. Fernandez.
It's a waste. Good will be happy.
Messi. It's a clever one. And Nico Gonzalez making a contribution straight away, coming around the back. He goes out off McAllister. Argentina have to moderate to some extent their desire to all out attack, because England can score again. And Rice has great hands by Martinez. It's nail biting on both sides. Argentina talk. Messi. That's a brilliant ball. What a shot! Sensational save from Pickford.
Could not have delivered that any faster, any harder, any better. Brilliant header. And Jordan Pickford. Sometimes they can be very awkward, particularly at pace when they're right by your feet. That's some say.
Nico Gonzalez, who's made a quick impact.
edition with Protar EMA, powered by Real YY. Poco smartphone.
The ball. It's a good cross. Oh, it's in the post. Alvarez. Montiel still waiting on the right. He's made an impact already. Right back, the substitute. In from DePaul. Pickford. When it did bobble away, McAllister was too tight. Fernandez. Messi. Here's Gonzalez. Oh, they're winning. Oh. Gonzalez. DePaul. Messi. Yeah, neither one thing or the other. Argentina not finished. Fernandez. Ooh. Was a fair way out. Needed an intervention from the fingertips of Jordan Pickford.
Yeah, it was straight out Jordan Pickford. It's one that he's always going to get.
His short corners more often than not as he gets into the penalty area. Oh! This one's on target. This one's an absolute beauty. But he had the sighter and now he's smashed in the equaliser. Enzo Fernandez. It's 1-1 in Atlanta.
What a strike. You can't say they don't deserve it. They do. They do deserve to be back on level terms, and that is some hit from Enzo Fernandez. It's a brilliant strike. They go short again to Rodrigo Laporte. Oh. Is this going to be offside? It's Messi offside, but he receives that again. That's a big call. He might be, you know. The shot is stunning. The strike is unbelievable, but I wonder whether Messi is offside. Brilliant hit.
Well, the referee's got his hand to his ear. So as we assess the spectacular nature of the shot.
The momentum. It's in possession.
Well, Alexis McAllister hits the post. And the second time, he's hit both posts. Messi. Oh, England are in trouble. And maybe from Lautaro Martinez, they're going out to the semi-final stage. It's been header after header after header. And this one finds the back of the net. Stop the supply, England, and they haven't dealt with the pen in the box.
They just can't stop it, Martin. Argentina have got the wind in their backs and they've got energy in their legs. So unlucky there, McAllister. And then when it comes out wide, it's Messi. And you're all expecting him to chop onto the left foot. Instead of that, he goes down the line on the right, stands up a beautiful cross, and it's thumped in the back of the net. By Lautaro Martinez, climbs majestically, hangs in the air, totally unmarked, and gives Argentina, I think, a deserved lead at this stage of the game.
For the record, you can see Stones was back on. England are withering. Argentina are wondering now whether this superb comeback, in truth, against from where the final whistle goes, but it's still being 2-1. It's up towards Burn.
What's ahead of that is
Enzo Fernandez. It's back with Pickford. One last long ball. Doesn't get any more dramatic than this. World Cup semi-final. Dan Burn coming in for it. Martinez hasn't got it. He's got a free kick. And that's all that Argentina need. to the 12th added minute, and Argentina, the world champions, are going to the 2026 final. Messi inspired the comeback. England scored first as they did in 2018 when they lost to Croatia 2-1. Enzo Fernandez equalised here. A lovely in the goal from Anthony Gordon. But Enzo Fernandez hammered in the equaliser.
In association with Protar EMAS, powered by Real YY. Poco smartphone.
Don't go anywhere. Keep watching Himalaya Sports.
Let's go. With the whole world watching, yeah. You sleepless nights in a massive crowd. Get to so that we all get loud. Cool, when we go, so some little round. Fans, you ready? Yeah, you ready? Blow that whistle now. Work up what you big time. Do go, so hard, they keep going. Let's go.